Not a watch.
Probably memory loss,
Okay.
keeping track of details on important things.
So you have noticed that?
Yes.
Okay. Give me some examples what has happened.
Uh, hmm. I'm not real sure. I've recently discontinued some medications because I questioned whether they were still what should have been prescribed and asked for new prescriptions. And so I'm not real clear on what I have at home, what is still usable and what is not. I take a sleeping pill at night called Zolpidem. I take gabapentin in fairly massive doses for a disease of the nerve endings that's incurable.
What polyneuropathy? What kind of?
I'm not sure what the
disease
technical
of the
name
nerve.
is. I have it written down
What was
somewhere.
in that little?
It was in
book
that
you
little
had?
booklet. It is a neuropathy of types. Hang on 1 second.
So, but I ask you for examples. Why of memory? Maybe you can chime in there.
She has trouble recalling that she's already told us something or a story, and so she repeats over and over and over and over and over and over again, like a lot, especially when she gets stressed or ill. Like we have an issue with this appointment last night. She had a bad day and it did not get written on her calendar. She's having trouble keeping up.
Notes.
She's got multiple, at least 3 calendars, and if she doesn't write it down to give her the ability to go back and check it, it just leaves her. And I've been with her on a couple of doctors, well, one just today. They give her a lot of information, and then she'll come back and say, I had a great appointment. And then we'll follow up and we'll find out there's a lot more.
Yeah.
So just recall, I would say, is...
I have a note here on this medication that I take. It's called Prurigo nodularis is the condition. And I'm taking gabapentin, 300 milligrams twice a day and 400 milligrams at bedtime.
Okay. Well, it's not a huge dose.
Yeah,
That's a medium dose.
Okay.
Okay, that's good
Okay.
information.
Does it help you then, I guess, right?
Yes, it does.
So she had a total knee replacement that went bad, and that threw her into a lot of pain management, epidural even every 3 months. And so keeping her on her medicine regime has been so she'll get off her routine, and then she's always playing catch up, especially with pain.
How is the living situation? Do you live by yourself or?
She lives with my father, who's 87.
Okay.
Not much help.
Is he also cognitively some impaired?
He's starting to slow down, so he's not that capable of following up with things like that to keep her on track.
He's pretty aware, though, of what I'm supposed to be
Is his
taking.
memory better than hers?
Yes.
Okay.
And we have a palliative nurse coming in between all her other doctors, which are Beaufort Memorial, primary, and some specialists, and that's starting to kind of coordinate and have somebody that comes and checks on her that's medical.
And where do you live?
I live in Port Royal.
Nearby.
They live on Fripp. So I see them multiple times a week.
You driving out there or?
Yeah, I'm always going out there.
All right. How do you manage your medications? Do you have a weekly or monthly?
It's daily, and
No, I know daily, but the box or whatever you put them in, or do you take them from the bottle?
I take them from the bottle.
Okay,
I
well,
have a
We're gonna stop that
turnaround.
today, right?
sort of a spinner in my
Yeah.
kitchen that has all the medications on it, including Advil or something like that.
How would you know whether you took the medication already or not in the morning?
I keep a little calendar book beside the pills, and I write down when I take it.
Okay. Has there been a hiccup, you think?
Pardon?
Has there been a hiccup on taking medications as prescribed?
I don't think so. I'm more likely to miss a dose
Yeah.
than double the dose.
Well, either way is bad.
yeah, not good.
Either way is not good, yeah. So I usually recommend the weekly or monthly medication boxes you can get.
This is a daily, what is being used, and I'm not sure. I'd have to go home and look at what it is.
Is this specifically for medications?
The neurologist that I saw put me on gabapentin, massive doses.
I just told you it's not massive doses
Not-
that you're
not-
taking.
Gabapentin, okay.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm not taking a lot of regular medication. The pain doctor today prescribed, is it hydrochlorine?
But that's your normal.
Normal knee pain.
Refill.
Yeah, no. What I was talking about is to have a medication organizer. I know you take medications every day. Everybody does.
I have a pill case that is a calendar,
Exactly.
and it has by the day, by the week, and
So
I
you
can
use
put the
that
pills
one?
in there.
I mean, I'm not quite clear what you use because then you told me about the round spinning.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. I don't always fill that pill case.
Okay.
I'm more likely to depend on my handwritten calendar, which I keep beside the pills
Okay.
to show me whether I took that morning or not.
I will task your son. You have a son, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not son and I don't know. I will task him and you, but him, to come up for you with a way of not forgetting your medications. There has to be an organized way. If you have doubt about it, there has to be something. Meaning, yes, a weekly organizer or something like this,
I have
and you
one
just
of
have to
those.
double check
I have one
once
of
or
those. I
whatever.
don't,
I mean, not daily, and also check or fill it with her together. That's the only way we can do it.
I have one. I don't use it regularly enough. It's a monthly one opening for each day of the week.
Exactly.
And
So that you need to do every day.
and that shows me whether I've taken that pill or not.
Perfect. So that one you need to use,
Okay.
and then
I'm
your
just
son can
lazy. I
check.
haven't been using it like I should.
Yeah, I do not want you to take any medication straight from the bottle.
Okay. All right.
All right. Good. And then how's everything else going in the house? Cooking, driving, needs to stay for you to keep up.
Biggest
keep
problem
on
is my knee pain. I had a full knee replacement on the left knee. I'm beginning to have some wear and tear on the
Sure.
right knee.
Do you
Hence the
cook
walker.
every day?
I beg your
Do you cook or do you prepare the meals or does
We,
your husband do
we
it?
often do TV dinners, and I
Okay.
cook maybe 3 days out of the week,
Okay.
something like that.
No accidents with the stove, leaving the stove on, things got burned? No. Do you drive?
Yes.
Have you gotten lost driving?
No.
Has your husband or your son been driving with you once in a while?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So again, that's up to you, unfortunately, to make sure she's driving safely, and if not so, then yes, I need to know about it.
I would say
Is-
my biggest fault
It has
is
to be
going
honest,
slightly over
because
the speed limit.
There's no other way.
So is the family liable for her safety?
Well, legally not, but practically yes, because I'm not going to go out with her, and there is no hard and fast test which I can do to determine yes, you are safe or no, you're not safe at all. And sometimes, also it is safer to just drive in the neighborhood to always the same route versus driving.
Just every once in a while, go out with her, and see how she's
We
doing.
live on Fripp
Exactly,
Island, so
and
it's
if-
usually
yeah.
a distance drive involved
I
too.
know,
Publix or for food or for
it's a
medications.
straight road at least.
Yeah,
Does your husband drive?
yes.
All right, so
And he often is the one
At
who
least.
picks up the prescription or whatever.
exactly. So if one of you is not able to drive safely anymore, then the other one has to do all the driving.
Okay,
Unfortunately, but that's honestly, it's difficult for me to determine that.
surely.
I do have my concerns about your driving ability just based on your test today.
Mm-hmm.
But your test mainly you lost a bunch of points in orientation, what day it is, and remembering. visuospatially you actually did okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I cannot translate this necessarily
Right.
in problems driving, but you may have them.
Yeah.
And that would be something
Be
you
aware.
guys have to, yeah. I always want you to stop driving before you have an accident or an incident and
Right.
after. And that happens
Complicated, of
sometimes.
course, by the fact that I live on Fripp and nothing is available on
No, I
Fripp.
know,